All right, this is my daily update for my build and public log. It's February 11th, 2025. I have a pretty cool and interesting update today. I want to show you all an agent I tried to create, a no-code agent. So I'm doing this whole build in public thing. I do a daily update. Not only like am I like okay, so you just see like a YouTube video, but what you're not seeing behind the scenes is I create a video, I edit the video. Yeah, it's actually edited, even though it's not edited well. I do have to like chop it down and fix it up. Then I export it and then I upload it to YouTube and then I add a description and then I go and I update in a few places. Like, hey, here's my update for the day. It's taking me quite a long time to do all this. It's taking like an hour, sometimes even more. So, which is crazy because it's like a 10 to 20 minute video. So I need to automate this all drastically and quickly because I still may be getting a big freelance project. Maybe this week, I don't know. It's very up in the air. But there's probably like a 50% chance I'm going to have to cut down the amount of hours I'm working on the business to get some money. I really, really need money. So if I do take on that freelance work, it's vital. Like right now, I get this. I really can streamline my process because I don't want to stop. I'm not going to stop, but I need to automate as much as humanly possible. So with that said, I took a stab at using n8n to make a automation and using their agent. And I'm pretty surprised at how crappy this has been. Let's just dig in. So what am I trying to do? So it'll like pull and it hits my YouTube channel to get the latest video. So it looks back and it's like, okay, I ran, like, let's say it runs every hour. Okay, in the last hour now there's a new video. Oh, there's a new video. Cool. Now let's continue on and start the flow. So what does it do? This is setting some data. It sets the video ID. So, on YouTube, it's like the little ID at the end. This will remove the videos that it already knows about, and then it's like, is there an item? Go to the actual agent. That's pretty interesting. So there's a prompt here, but look how they do this. This is a perfect example of, and I'm always harping on this. A lot of agents are bullshit, like straight up bullshit. I mean, go try it yourself. Don't just take my word. Go try out some of these agents out there. A lot of them are such nonsense, are so flaky, and work so poorly. This is like a perfect example of what I've been harping on about. Write an engaging post about my latest YouTube video for X, Twitter, no more than blah, blah, blah characters. But look at this. This is the failure part. That this thing is so unreliable. It just fails all the time. Like, it succeeds maybe 20% of the time I run this thing. Link to the video. So it goes and it like gets the link and it tells ChatGPT, go like find this video. Well, you're relying on just ChatGPT to like do the right thing and actually go download the video, use this title and description. Okay, so it has some context, like it can clearly see your description. That could be useful if it pulls in the description. If there's no description available, use your best guess. But like, why is it even? Make sure the YouTube link is at the end of the content. I mean, it's kind of hoping it goes and hits that page. and pulls in data. So here's the thing: this thing just fails because I think it's like trying to go fetch the data on that page and it's getting blocked. I don't know because you have no clue what's happening on the back end with ChatGPT. I don't think this is good, and I will get to why in a minute. And look at, yep, this has happened so many damn times. So this is called a memory leak. It's very, I've seen this before. I've worked on very, very complex front end applications. I've spent literally days and weeks of my life hunting down memory leaks. I know this is a memory leak. This is my experience telling you straight up that's a memory leak. And the memory just fills up and the tab crashes. It works some of the time. And then it goes and it's like, hey, is this like longer than a tweet? Go try it again. Okay, it has like one retry mechanism. That's good. That's it needs to retry. But by default, this actually didn't retry. So I turned this on. So I'm like, okay, if this fails, go retry. But then what happens is it ends up just timing out after 30 seconds, like 75, 80% of the time. This thing is so fucking useless. Okay, map some data. Yeah, okay, this like massages the data. And then they put this in a spreadsheet, a Google sheet to just like keep track of everything. Fine, I'm down with that. Okay, that was kind of annoying to set up, but fine. Dump it in an Excel sheet. Like let's see. Okay, so here's what I want. Fuck Twitter. I mean, like seriously, I hate how locked down it is now. It is infuriating. It was they locked down a lot before Musk, and now under Elon Musk, it's like torturously expensive. Like no one's using the API. It's just so expensive. I found a good solution to actually post, but I'll get to that in a second. So here's what I wanted to do. I wanted to post to Blue Sky. That API was clean and easy, done, super fast. Props to them. It just posts automatically. And then what I want is, so you can send yourself a notification on Discord, Gmail, and email. I'll get a notification, so I don't care. I'm in a community, a pretty cool community. It's called whip.co. This is a like community for indie hackers, people like entrepreneurs or people who are trying to be entrepreneurs like me, just independent, very, very, very small teams, online businesses. This is very famous because this guy, Levels.io, he's like one of the most famous indie hackers, entrepreneurs. He and his friends are in here. With that said, once the video comes in, I need it to go generate a summary with ChatGPT, dump it in an Excel sheet, post to Blue Sky, post that I actually updated my build in public log or daily update, post to Whip, and then I wanted to post to Twitter. So with Twitter, what I do is I use a great tool called Pushcut. Is an app you run on your iPhone or your tablet or your iPad, and that has an API endpoint you can programmatically call, and that triggers on your phone. So on my phone, I get a notification post on X, and I click that, and that opens an iOS shortcut. And it wasn't too hard to build. I've built this before. And when I say okay, go. It's like, hey, like run, yes, go run. It then opens Twitter, and all I do is hit paste. It's really slick. It's like a notification click top. It takes you just hit paste and tweet, and it takes like seriously 20 seconds. It's really seamless. It's really quick and easy. So that's my workaround for. It's like, yeah, fuck you. I'll do a step, but I kind of like it because I get to see the text what it generated. And this agent right here, like the prompt and everything, it generates such garbage. In my opinion, garbage like ChatGPT sounding slop. it just doesn't sound good, the tweet. Like, I don't know. I don't like how it's worded at all. So I want to tweak this prompt to give like examples, like very clearly. Look at this crap. But what I don't like about this is stupid. I want it to go get the transcript. I think I found my next agent to build, by the way, for agents code. Like, and I think this will be a very valuable agent. So I wanted to go see, like, I still want this flow. I still want it to be like, check and monitor, like, is there a new video on this channel? Yes. Go download the transcript, summarize the transcript, and have like really clear examples of how you want the summary to look like. Be like, hey, like, I need a summary, but something like this, something like this, something like this. Not something like this, like a horrible, slop sounding summary. I wanted to go actually download that. And if there is not a transcript, go down download the audio file and send it off to uh, whatever the very best one is. Maybe it's ChatGPT. Whatever the best service endpoint that will actually make the transcript from a YouTube video, whatever that is, summarize it. So that's what I want. I don't want this. This is so crappy. Like I'm not trying to hate on the guy who built it. Like somebody built this whole thing. I mean, it works. This guy, I'm not trying to hate, but like this is just not good enough. So, and this thing just fails like all the time. I mean, just watch. It actually worked. I'm stunned. But ever wonder how AI can streamline your work? I switched to an AI agent via the API and tackled some bugs while adding new features. That's not what I want. Anyways, that's an example of using n8n to build an agent. I'm not happy with it at all. It's not giving me what I want. But I think you're getting the gist of what I want automated. So this is what I worked on last. So I am building a dead simple website. I'm not going to put up much time in it. I'm really, really hoping to get this done today. I'm going to build a website. This is just a template. I need to fill in the template. I just pulled in a Tailwind template, nothing special. But this is a list of all my videos. So what my goal here is to have, I already have the domain name. What I want is a just daily update where you can go see every single day. Let's say you want to follow along. Let's say you don't want to be on YouTube, or maybe you're not seeing them every day. You'll be able to go to the website manually. There will be an RSS feed because, like, why not have RSS? Look at that. You'll be able to subscribe to a newsletter if you want. If you want just a weekly update, it'll probably just be weekly. Hey, if you missed this week or something like that. Or maybe you just want to follow along on Twitter or Blue Sky or whatever. I need to get this out there as much as possible because I need to start getting actual customers and revenue. So that's what's going to be here, and this is going to be. I'm still working on it. Like, it looks horrible. So what I want to do is automate this. So, and I'm trying to figure out that workflow. Should I add a blog post first, record it, like build this into my daily update, and then maybe I upload the video, and maybe this kicks off, pulling in the description. I don't know. I'm trying to figure that out. I'm trying to figure out like the best way to automate this because I kind of have like a chicken and an egg problem. Do I upload the video first, not make it public, and then push this like via a CRM or something, and then have it update and then make it go public? I'm leaning towards that. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out, but I want there to be like, okay, here's the video, and then here's like a summary, and then a little bit of extra detail that I go into. I don't know. That's what I'm working on right now. I need to get this done because I need to get this out of the way and automated because, like I said, I might have a lot less time to work on all of this, and I need to make it go faster. All right. There's no comments or anything today, so that makes it easy. For my random story for the day, So yesterday, randomly on social media, I saw someone post a sticker that, oh my God, was a blast from the past. That brought me back long, long time ago. Uh, so the first time I ever went to a bar, the first few clubs or bars I ever went to were abroad. So in California, when you're not 21 years old and you want to go drink and party, you go down to Tijuana, Mexico. and So this was, I think, my second time. Yeah, second time going abroad. I went with a group of people. We had like a little caravan. We all piled into a few cars. I think it was like 12 or something of us. And the plan was we were going to go stay at some motels, cheap hotel, like right on the border. Walk across, go party, and come back and spend the night in the U.S. Mind you, I was 18 years old, and most of the people I was with were like 18 to 20. So, we were all young kids with no money. And we got there, and first of all, somebody, like two of the people who rented the rooms, and, they kind of took all of our money kind of thing, and they were going to, like, book the hotels under their name or something like this. Their cards were declined, and they couldn't even like rent the rooms, and it was a huge disaster getting the rooms. And we ended up getting two rooms only for like 12 people. And I was like, oh my God, what did I get myself into here? And by the way, we couldn't get the rooms until the next day. So we go down there and we can and check. We had no rooms. And they were like, come back tomorrow and you'll have your rooms. So we were like, what do? We have nowhere to stay tonight. And so the decision was made. We were going to go down to Tijuana, party, and just pull an all-nighter, come back the next day, check into the hotel, and sleep. It was hell, you guys. So we crossed the border, and I've never been to Mexico before. I was really scared. We walk in there, we see the police shaking down some white people, some gringos, and there was cops all over and dodgy people looking at us. And I went with a bunch of Mexican Americans who spoke Spanish, and they were like, Steven, just kind of hide in the middle and try to blend in. Most of us speak Spanish, so you'll be okay. You know what I mean? Like we could speak Spanish. Okay. So we made it, we went to all these bars and we went out and we partied. We came back the next day, and we had to stay up like in the parking lot. I'll never forget that first night. It was miserable. And then finally we got into the room, and there was like 12 of us in these two rooms. And finally I fell asleep, and they were like, okay, it's nighttime, time to go again. So this time we went to like a nightclub, not just like a Tijuana, like some bars. We went bar hopping the first time, but then we're like, we're going to Rosarita. So we all hopped into two taxis. And anyone who's not familiar with the area, this is a far drive. You're like going down the highway in the middle of the night. This is a little risky back then, to be honest with you. So we took taxis all the way from Tijuana to Rosarita, Mexico, a beach town where these clubs. We went to this famous, notorious, infamous, I don't know which one, club called Papas and Beer. And we were shit faced. We were just beyond destroyed. And this place is this for me as an 18-year-old who's never been to a bar, never really been out of the country, never really been to a nightclub. This was crazy shit to me saying this. And I mean, this is a massive club, or it was thousands of people. I mean, a huge, crazy nightclub. A lot of stuff went at this place back in the day, like drugs, alcohol. You would see half naked people. It was wild. So we pulled an all-nighter again, came back, and I was just beyond destroyed. And then I had to drive home, and from the border to where home was at the time, that was like an 8-hour drive. It was miserable. I was so tired of all of this and wanted to be home so bad after this. This is crazy. So somehow we survived, and I was driving because I was like one of the most sober people Yeah, actually, I was sober by the time I drove, but the other people were not. I ended up putting a dent in someone's car because I was so tired and like just so destroyed from this weekend. That was my first time going to Mexico. It was quite an experience. And what I saw on social media was a sticker. Someone had a Papas and Beer sticker for that place, Rosarita, Mexico. And I was like, is that even still a thing? Like, goddamn, that was a thing before I went like 20 years ago. So I was like, is that a place? I don't even know, but yeah, that was the first time I ever went to a bar or club. It was in Tijuana, Rosarita, Mexico. All right, that's all I got for today. All right, see y'all tomorrow.